more than 400 at Exco machines which we are selling. We are already supplying on an average per month about 200 tons ink. If you're asking about digital textile printer and ink, so let me separate those two, because number of digital printers in Bangladesh grew very much in the local industry in the last 5 years, although the initial development happened in the export industry. Since the year 2015-16, we started selling digital printing machines in the export industry, and local industry we started selling from the year 2020. But the local industry has grew very rapidly. So now we have done some calculation and reports. Total number of machines in the local market, it's now more than 400 actually. At Exco machines which we are selling cover about 55% of the market. Interesting is the if you say market size and how much digital printing has covered, we feel that we have seen about total local textile printing market, maybe 20 to 25% has become digital. So it's still 75% to 80% is still remaining to grow. So it's still the conventional rotary, flatbed and table printings are being done in the local market. So that's a huge scope of growth. In the export industry, so far about 30 to 35 printers only are installed and running. The number can be maybe 10 or 15% higher than what we know, but it's around that. Still, the number of printers, digital printers in export industry is not much. But I have to clarify that so far I've been talking about reactive digital printing because that's the most common. Digital printing, there are different segments. One is reactive on cotton, another is sublimation on polyester. So of course, sublimation digital printer, there are a number of machines in the export industry, because in sublimation there is the printers start from very small size, 2 head, 4 head, and then they go up to 16 heads. If you count number of machines in export, there are many machines. So even there are factories who have 20 machines, and there are factories who have modern industrial one machine, but output may be both are same. It's not easy to give you the total market picture as a whole, but for the sake of answering your question, I'm concentrating in the reactive digital printing. So in reactive digital printing, so let's say in export there are about 35 to 40 machines, and in local there is already 400 machines. So the difference is huge. The reason for this difference is that in export also you have to understand the total fabric printing capacity is less than local. In local market, the printing capacity is huge. In local, most of the things are printed. Mostly the saris, 3-pieces, and other fabrics are printed. In export, a lot of it are only dyed, and then it is printed, but printed is different, not the fabric level print. It's cut piece print or garment print, and those are done with screen printing, whether that's manual or oval. In that chest printing or cut piece printing, that has moved to digital only by a few, very little portion, because of technological limitations, which will take for me long time to explain. So garment printing is still, there is a big scope of growing to digital, and there are technologies being developed, such as direct to garment is already there but not growing that much. So then there is transfers are being developed, so that in future maybe transfers, digital transfers will give equivalent result as screen printing. So that is a big space to grow in for the export industry, because we do a lot of neat printing and mostly piece printing, and there digital has not grown. Then fabric printing in export industry was on neat fabric or woven fabric. On neat fabric, most printing was on pigment. They print on with white paste, discharge paste, so they print pigment. Pigment digital transformation is more difficult than reactive digital transformation. As a result, reactive digital transformation happened first, both in neat and both on woven. And there is also sublimation that on polyester. If you compare these two, then of course in export industry there are more reactive digital printing is there, and also sublimation digital printing is also growing. In that discussion, I haven't told you about the ink side. So due to the growth in business in digital, of course the digital ink business grew. Many companies are selling in Bangladesh, but since our number of machines from Atexco is more than 50 or 55% of the market. We have the largest ink market share, and we have for past 1.5 years we are selling from the ink factory in Bangladesh, which is not a joint venture, but it is installed as a full Atexco technology and all raw materials from Atexco. We are already supplying on an average per month about 200 tons ink, which is around 2,500 tons per year, but there is a growth of at least 30 to 40% per year on year basis. So we are expecting in next 1 year it will grow about like 3,500 tons for us, and it is whatever we are selling is about 50 to 60% of the total digital reactive ink in Bangladesh.